Color is an international language. You can relate with somebody anywhere in the world. I've based my career off expressing myself. You know, people come to me to want to express themselves, and individuals want to be individuals. When I first started doing color, I was very limited. There's probably 7 to 9 colors. I arranged them all multiple ways, and I got to a point where I just had to start creating new colors. Being able to create these other palettes, you know, led me down this road nobody's walked before. I see color in such a bigger way, and I know that I have the ability to take it to a place where nobody has taken it before. Here Los Angeles is my creative zone in my salon. It is my studio where I welcome everybody to experience the vibration of what we're doing here in LA. Having an environment that matches my vision is another part of the conversation that happens when somebody just walks in the door. You know, I think color's good right now because we're living in such a serious time, you know? It breaks barriers, it makes people instinctively talk to each other. And that to me is groundbreaking in itself. I've gotten to color with Nicole Richie, Kylie Jenner, Kanye West. When it comes to working with celebrities, it's always exciting to see the impact that it's gonna have on culture. Before we color, we have to prepare the canvas. The bleaching process is not an art at all. The bleaching process is pure physical labor. You know, I keep the bleach very controlled. I'll put bleach on the scalp, and then I take thin slices, and then I'll pull the bleach through the midshaft and the ends. This gives me complete control, even if it's with short hair. This keeps the hair in the best shape possible. Once it's processed to a light blonde that I want to color on, I rinse that up, and then make sure all the bleach is out, and make sure there's conditioner in the hair. So once we get in blonde, and that's the exciting part, that's when we can talk colors. And that's where it gets fun, that's where it gets creative, that's when, you know, the whole experience turns into an art adventure. Once we figured out the colors that we want, you know, I go into my stash and I pull out all these secret colors that I've collected throughout the years. When I see a color and I know that there's a color that is supposed to be next to it, that's when I go into color mixing mode. Very satisfying creating these unique palettes on the fly like that. I present the colors to the adventurer and we take it from there. In today's application, we agreed on creating a piece that was based off an opal stone. And as I placed different colors with my hands on the hair in small strands, it would lead me into the direction of this is what feels opal to me. I like using my finger to apply the colors because I can instantly feel if that color needs to be saturated. There's multiple ways to do hair coloring, and after doing it for a good amount of time, I've come up with different techniques, whether it's a single strand, a multi-color single strand technique, which is kind of like pixie sticks all over the head, or a pattern design on the head using different shapes, or like a gradient on strands, or just a gradient on a shaped head. There's several ways to do it, and I'd like to change it up for each individual case. When it comes to multicolor pieces, it really helps visually, me placing colors next to each other. And it's okay if it dries out because it's not like bleach that it's constantly doing something to the hair. It's kind of just on top of the hair. It's a topical product. Once the colors are applied and they're done, I usually give it like a 15 or 20 minutes just to lock it in, and then it gets to the rinsing part. I like to individually wash the strands just so it's as vibrant as possible. Going down this road of lifting and coloring, it's all about hydration, it's all about conditioning, and then we'll get it ready for styling. Going through this wild ride and then landing the plane, you know, showing them that their hair can be styled just as it was styled naturally, and that they're still the same person, nothing's changed, and they can use the same techniques as they always have. Coloring allows people to see themselves in a new light, and it's fun. I feel like coloring the way that I do, it's like riding a motorcycle, it's like hitting a home run. It's a feeling that you chase. It's an emotional journey because I care about people, you know. People sometimes are nervous, so we go down this nervous, scary road, and when it's done and it's okay, then you get to tell people, see, I told you it was gonna be okay, and now I'm so happy that you're happy. I hope people go and they take that color and they do something big.